Yo, what's going on? Troy here with Muscle Tactics, and you just stumbled across the best goddamn video on how to increase your testosterone naturally, because we're gonna cover things in this video that I have yet to see on any other testosterone boosting video. We're gonna really dive deep into all aspects into maximizing your testosterone production. And I'm telling you what, guys, you know, some days I wake up and I think my mom had an affair with the goddamn Terminator, because I feel like a cyborg machine just programmed to take action, to lift heavy shit, to make money, to bang all fucking day. So this is going to unleash the inner alpha male in you guys. This is going to jack up your testosterone, and we're gonna dive in and hit all these different components to factor into this, because, you know, boosting your testosterone and having these sky high test levels is so complex. It's so much more than just taking a pill. You know, we live in this magic pill society, and all these little bitches out here who think they can just take a pill and, you know, get really strong and get ripped and be an action-taking alpha male. But we're gonna really dive deep into the mental aspect on this and hit hard on 5 different topics that are going to naturally increase your testosterone. So the first component to increasing your testosterone naturally, we're gonna tap into the mental aspect of this. And this is so fascinating to me. I was reading this article on anabolicmen.com, and they were saying they had these 5 outside the box ways to increase your testosterone. And the biggest indicator, the biggest thing that just skyrockets your testosterone is making a lot of money. And so let's think about this. Let's kind of reverse engineer this. So making a lot of money obviously gives you a high perception of yourself. It gives you a very high perception of yourself versus your peers. So how you perceive yourself really impacts your testosterone levels and just how much energy, how much action you take, your sex drive, how much money you make. All these different components will go into your perception of yourself. And obviously there's no greater way to, you know, increase and elevate your perception of reality and yourself than to make a lot of money. So I thought that was really interesting. But they had this one study, I believe it was done by Harvard University, and they actually studied the testosterone levels of 2 different groups of individuals. So the first test, they had these individuals assume low power positions. So they would kind of just like cross their arms, they wouldn't take up a lot of space, their head would be down, and they measured their testosterone levels. And then they did the next study 20 minutes later, where they assumed these like power positions where they were kind of like posted up, like I don't have anything to lean on here, but they're kind of like posted up, they're taking a lot of space, they're at ease, they're very comfortable with their environment, and their testosterone levels instantly raised by 25%. So it just shows you that even something as simple as assuming a power position versus kind of like closing off your energy in your body can dramatically increase your testosterone levels. So people don't think about the mental aspect to, you know, your body and your hormones, but your body is your brain. Your body showcases to the world how you think of yourself. You know, if you're like crouched like this, I guarantee you, any dude who walks like this doesn't have high fucking testosterone, because it shows that he's weak, it shows that he's inferior, it shows that he's insecure with himself. So one of the biggest things that you have to mentally figure out is your perception of yourself and just the confidence that you have in yourself. So, like, you know, just tell yourself throughout the day, like, I'm, as stupid as it sounds, just be like, I'm an alpha male, I take action, like, I'm a beast. I'm, you know, bigger and stronger than my competition, I'm smarter than my competition. Whatever kind of mindset that you have to get yourself into, and whatever thing that you have to say to kind of tap into that alphaness of you, that alpha male that's inside all of us, you know, just do it. So remind yourself throughout the day that you're just a man. You know, men take action, men move forward, men make shit happen. So if you want to increase your testosterone, you got to move your energy forward. Take action, just dominate the world. Just take action in all aspects of life, you know, with girls, with money, with lifting weights. Just constantly be taking action, and you guys will have really high testosterone levels. Another mental aspect that really goes into jacking up your testosterone levels naturally is something as simple as meditation. And what meditation does is it shuts off your mind. A lot of people who, you know, worry all the time, that have all this fear, all this anxiety, that jacks up your cortisol levels. If your cortisol levels are all the way up here, you're gonna have really low testosterone. So meditate, you know, calm your mind. Meditation is basically the art of shutting off your mind and not thinking, not worrying. So people who meditate 20 minutes a day have been shown to have much higher testosterone levels. So those are a few little, you know, tricks, a few different reframes on how you can get into that mindset to mentally increase your testosterone as high as possible. Second step involves your workouts. You have got to be doing two different things if you want to have sky-high testosterone levels. And these are the two most important things that you can do to naturally raise your testosterone as far as exercise goes. High-intensity interval training and really heavy lifts on compound exercises. And then, of course, getting enough rest in between workouts. So high-intensity interval training is incorporating your fast-twitch muscle fibers. You have the most fast-twitch muscle fibers in your hamstrings. So something like running sprint intervals and doing dumbbell squat jumps are my two personal favorite ways to jack up my testosterone. They're incredible fat-burning forms of cardio, but not only that, is they're proven to raise your HGH and your testosterone. So doing something like sprint intervals, if you just look at the body of a sprinter, these guys are chiseled, they're jacked, they're ripped, they have really low body fat, they have really high testosterone levels. So you can do something as simple as running sprint intervals 2 times a week to really elevate your natural testosterone levels. And then next up, compound exercises. You have to be lifting heavy shit if you want to have really high testosterone levels. You can't be doing all these bodyweight exercises, all these shapers, and have sky-high testosterone levels. You have to be doing maximum intensity compound exercises, the really heavy 4 to 6 reps if you want to elevate your body's testosterone levels. And compound exercises are obviously your body's largest and strongest muscle group. So, doing things like the squat and the deadlift and the bench press and, the barbell shrug, these are exercises that put the most overload on your body's largest and strongest muscle groups. This will elicit the maximum testosterone production. Step 3 is with your diet. You have got to be consuming cholesterol. Now, there's a huge myth that's been recently debunked as far as, cholesterol being really bad for you. And cholesterol is the precursor to testosterone production. So you need to be consuming healthy cholesterol. By healthy cholesterol, I mean things like organic whole eggs, grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish, organic chicken, organic turkey. So these are all really good forms, abundant forms of amino acids and really high quality protein, but they contain cholesterol that's going to jack up your testosterone levels, and it's the precursor. Keep in mind, your body cannot produce enough free testosterone for you to have maximum energy and sex drive and strength and lean muscle gains without this cholesterol. So get some good cholesterol in your diet, eat some grass-fed beef, eat some organic whole eggs, and you guys will be really healthy. You'll have really amazing energy levels, high sex drive, be able to lift some really heavy weights. So gotta have cholesterol in your diet. Step 4 is, I know we live in this magic pill society. You guys are waiting for me to just say like, oh, take this pill, sit on your ass all day, and you guys will be, machines. But obviously it doesn't work like this. But if you guys want to take some pills that are going to help elevate your testosterone, omega-3 fatty acids are one of the best things that you can be taking. It's been shown that people who lack omega-3s in their diet, and 90 to 95% of people have too many omega-6s versus omega-3s in their diet. It's been shown that these people have low testosterone levels. So omega-3, taking something like a fish oil pill or a krill oil or like an all-natural plant-sourced omega-3 is a really easy way for you to elevate your testosterone levels naturally. And a few more pills that you guys can take. Boron is another, it's an ionic mineral that's been shown to elevate your testosterone. If you're deficient in zinc, supplementing with something like zinc before bedtime is really good. Magnesium is also really good. Tribulus, I'm not a big fan of, but some people say it has some pretty good results. D-aspartate acid actually is one of the few ones that has scientific evidence pertaining to its testosterone benefits. I believe they did a study and people had something like a 40% increase in testosterone level with 3 grams for 2 straight weeks of D-aspartic acid. And the 5th step to increasing your testosterone naturally is you need quality sleep. You need at least 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. And your body, think of your body like a machine. You guys are taking action, you're working out, you're doing all these things throughout the day. Sleep is when your body gets to recover and replenish itself. So your body secretes all your hormones within your first couple hours of your REM sleep cycle. You have your testosterone and you have your HGH, and all these really important anabolic hormones are secreted when you hit your REM sleep cycle. So you need to have uninterrupted quality sleep. And one supplement that really helps enter your REM sleep cycle, helps with these sleep patterns, is melatonin. So melatonin is another really cheap, high quality supplement that you could take to naturally increase your testosterone levels. GABA is another good one. I believe that's more of like a HGH accelerator, but GABA will also help you with some deep sleep. A lot of sleep supplements have GABA in them. And valerian root, if you guys are having trouble falling asleep, is another quality sleep testosterone boosting supplements. So all in all, you need really quality, uninterrupted sleep to naturally elevate your testosterone levels to their max. So those are 5 steps to naturally elevating your testosterone. Do not fall into this magic pill society where you think you can just take a pill and go to your local supplement store and have sky high testosterone levels and have maximum sex drive and maximum energy and, you know, improve your strength, improve your lean muscle gains. Your body doesn't work like that. All things have to be combined. Your mental aspect, you know, really dial into the mental aspect to increasing your testosterone, and you have your supplements, and you have your workouts, and you have your diet. All these things have to come in to cohesion to actually maximize your natural testosterone production. So take all these things into consideration. If you implement all these things into your diet and your lifestyle and your mental framework, you guys will be the fucking Terminator. I guarantee you, just give it some time. The next month, just make a promise to yourself that you're gonna implement these things. You're gonna make some really positive changes. You're gonna unleash that inner alpha male, unleash that testosterone onto the world. You're gonna take action. You're gonna, you know, reframe how you think. You're gonna lift heavy weight. You're gonna run sprints. You're gonna be doing all these things to naturally increase your testosterone, and I guarantee you, you guys are going to have some amazing success in all facets of your life. So that is my 5 steps to naturally increase your testosterone. If you're looking for more great tips on how to bulk up and gain lean muscle mass, check out weightgainmethod.com. Thanks, guys. Five different things that I see from almost every naturally skinny guy that they're doing wrong when they hit that plateau and they're not seeing those strength and those lean muscle gains. So let me dive right into this because it is absolutely beautiful here. I want to get back to chilling.